Welcome back, this is Griff. We are on Endless Summer Book 2, Chapter 5. We have a newcomer to Sharktooth Isle. She looks like a pirate queen. It's fantastic. You and your friends set out on a rollicking quest for pirates' booty. Let's get started. Act 4, Chapter 5. There are many things I keep hidden. And we're starting on Sharktooth Isle, which is off the coast of the island and has flesh-eating fish in the middle, blocking your return. The strangely attired woman levels her wheel-lock pistol at Sean's head. Easy, easy. Did you not hear me? I said, take me to Captain Malatesta before I begin firing. And believe me, mes chers, I do not miss. Leave him alone. Your captain is dead. Dead? No. Malatesta is an extremely hard man to kill, and I should know. Lady, I don't know what Black Pearlie just stepped off of, but we don't want any trouble. What? You don't work for Malatesta? We don't work for anyone. Mind putting the gun away? The woman glances toward the dilapidated manor, her brow furrowed in confusion. So Dolores, what happened here? If I had to guess, I'd say you've been gone for a long, long time. C'est impossible. I've only been away from home a fortnight. Welcome to La Huerta. Time is kinda borked here. She finally lowers her pistol. If you don't work for him, why are you on Sharktooth Isle? You're exiled here by the Vanti. Let me tell you, those hooligans just throw whoever they want out here, guilty or not. Who's Malatesta, anyway? Captain Malatesta runs this place. Or at least he did. I was his first mate until he decided that my sway on the rest of the crew was too much of a threat. He banished me to La Mer, but as you can see, La Mer, she guided me back. It takes more than une petite blanche to get rid of Yvonne the Incorrigible. Huh? Whatever she just said was French to me. It was French, you moron. A little plank. Oui, exactement. She mimes a kiss at Alistair. A few hours after I stepped off that plank, I washed ashore beside the big tree. The people there were kind enough to let me borrow a boat. Doesn't sound like the Vanti. No, but it explains how she made it past the Clowie. Clowie? Well, there's barracudas in the water. They're only repelled by a special sap the Vanti put on their ships. That's why we're stuck here. Any chance you'd give us a ride over to the main island? I could perhaps assist in return for help with a concern of mine. Freaking quest givers. What exactly do you need help with? Please say a high seas adventure. Please say something quick and simple. Please say yo ho ho and a bottle of rum. I need to reclaim a certain lockbox of mine from Malatesta. I left it full to the brim with precious booty. Did she just say? Shut it, Scrublord. It should still be hidden in the eastern wing of the manor. Could use a few extra pair of eyes to seek it out, and hands to bring it back. I doubt there's much treasure left in this place. Yvonne reaches into her vest pocket and tosses a small golden ball into the air, deftly catching and throwing it again. There is, if you know where to look. A little scavenger hunt, and then we all get away from this blasted isle together. Très raisonnable, no? Okay, but I want that ball and a share of the loot. Now we're talking. Rum! Bring me rum! Let's not get greedy, guys. We've got to focus on getting out of here. You ask quite a lot of Yvonne. She clicks her tongue, weighing your conditions carefully. D'accord, you have a deal. With a flick of her wrist, she tosses you the golden ball. Catch it. Basketball, 8 of 10 clues. We've got more gold than iron around here. Melting it down for bullets adds a certain je ne sais quoi to one shots, no? Wait a minute. You just learned that you're stranded. Oh, God, went too fast. Stranded in the future, everyone knows you're dead, and all you're interested in is treasure? Perhaps you are not familiar with pirates. Allons, mes amis. Yeah, you too. I think she wants us to follow her. Oh. Yvonne leads everyone around the side of the manor. You arrive at a wall thickly overgrown with vines. Zut! This wasn't there before? In a single motion, Yvonne unsheathes a dagger and swipes at the clinging plants. Sturdier than they look. Malatesta, you got, uncle! If you hadn't taken Shushu, I'd be able to clear these with ease. Shushu? My cutlass. A blade of exceptional balance and keen edge. Yvonne makes 2 slicing motions. Shoo! Shoo! Solid nickname. Sharp as the north wind he was. Won him off the corpse of that spineless cur, Admiral Higginbotham. But Malatesta stole Shushu for himself, and he threw me overboard. You open your duffel bag and peek at the cutlass you found in the Celestial. I bet this is the one. Should I give it to her? No, you should keep your damn sword. Keep it hidden. Raj and Zara glance over as you quietly close your bag. You see recognition flash across their faces. Oh, Shams. All she wanted was her choo-choo back. Pfft. I wouldn't give a weapon to someone who just had Sean at gunpoint. Good call, Shams. Sean squints at the vines and then turns to Craig. Craig, what colors do you see on that wall? Green and white? And what school has green and white as their colors? Camden State! What did Camden State do to our campus? Messed it up! You gonna just let him get away with that, Craig? I'm gonna mess them up! Rah! Craig launches into a full run at the overgrown wall. The bank of vines smashes apart as he crashes heavily against it. Bravo! Nice job, Craig. Everyone pitches in to pull apart the broken mess, revealing an ornate door. After you, mes chers. Yvonne holds the door open, allowing the group to file through. As Jake enters, she grins and swats him on the backside with the flat of her blade. Hey now, easy on the merchandise. Chuckle. You and me both, Yvonne, you and me both. Keep moving, sweet cheeks. Yvonne gives you a conspiratorial wink. Once inside, you find yourself waiting for your eyes to adjust to the darkness. You hear footsteps and the sound of flint sparking against steel. Yvonne lights a candelabra, faintly illuminating the area. Guys, got a bad feeling about this. You do? Pineapple I had for breakfast, I mean. Think it wants out. Malatesta originally built these rooms for his mistress. When the Black Death took her life, this wing was walled off and became a place for safekeeping our most valuable treasures. Are you kidding me? People died of bubonic plague in here? I am so out. Chérie, this was many years ago even for me. It is safe. Well, except for the deadly traps. Watch your step, eh? Now you're telling us? If this place is that dangerous, it's probably best if some of us wait outside. Might be a good idea. Raj, Michelle, and Diego head back through the door. Yvonne leans down to peer at a skeleton with a metal rod protruding from its ribcage. If anyone else feels too lily-livered, now's your chance. Bring it on, I ain't scared. Craig throws his arms up in an overly defiant gesture, accidentally knocking over a cobweb-shrouded urn. From somewhere nearby, you hear a series of clicks. Look out! A vertical line of darts flies across the room toward you. Roll. You drop into a crouched position and find yourself eye to eye with Jake, who's done the same. To the side! You and Jake somersault out of the way. Nice moves. Oh, Alistair, who'd been standing behind you, was struck by several darts. Ah! Must be a sedative. Feeling suddenly knackered. Alistair shuffles over to a decaying sofa and lies down. Alistair, are you okay? This ain't nap time, Malfoy. Of course it is. 11 bells was always nap time. Sweep the floors and tidy faces, it's time to take our daily graces. You know, I think I'd better get him to a safer location. Lila carefully curves her arms beneath Alistair's back and legs and begins carrying him towards the door. The hell? He's twice her size. Please be careful in here, Shams. As Lila exits with Alistair, Yvonne begins stalking toward a curtained doorway. I think I see my lockbox. You and the others follow her into a well-appointed bedroom, where a lacquered coffer rests atop a canopied bed. Yvonne clicks her tongue disappointedly. Quel dommage, it is not the right one. She squints at the lid of the coffer and yanks out a folded piece of parchment. What's this? A letter from Malatesta? Yvonne, I knew you'd claw your way back from hell, you traitorous... flowery language. Very flowery. I hope you waste away in here, with only the memory of your greedy, filthy... blah blah blah. You'll never ever find it with spite, Mal. Sounds like you two were close. She gnashes her teeth and tears the page to shreds. Malesta, you corpulent beluga, you're wrong. I know exactly where you put it. Miss, as la mare's my witness, you have my Damn it! I didn't hit the thing. And it... Yvonne tosses aside the coffer. It bounces to a stop at Quinn's feet. The lid pops open a crack and becomes stuck. An object catches the light inside. It's an idol. Shams, do you think you can get it out? Yup. You take a brass candlestick holder from the fireplace mantel and wedge it under the lockbox's lid, trying to pry it off. Come on. Finally, the lid's hinge cracks and the box springs open, revealing the amber idol in the shape of a mermaid. It's so beautiful. You and Quinn reach for it at the same time, and the moment your fingers graze it, you're ripped out of the manor, hurtling through space-time. In a flash, you're back at Hartfeld. Quinn sits alone on the edge of the park fountain. She leans forward, cradling her phone to her ear. You can see the hurt in her expression. Yes, Mom, Lucky I don't sue for malpractice. We need a second opinion. These doctors your father takes you to are idiots. Mom, I don't want to do this behind Dad's back. He takes you to places behind my back. Like that Channel 5 interview, practically begging for donations. You must have been humiliated. I'm the one who cares about your well-being. He's just using you. I can't believe you would defend... Hot tears streamed down Quinn's cheeks. She covers her face as sobs shudder through her body. Her mother's voice fades into the background. A gentle touch stirs her. Quinn looks up. Hi, I don't mean to bother you, but are you okay? Oh, of course. Thanks for asking. I'm great, really. I've been there too, you know. I know how intimidating and lonely college can be, but you don't have to pretend to be okay all the time. Quinn looks down at her phone. The call is still connected, her mother's lecture continuing unabated. The phone buzzes and flashes a text from Dad. Call me. Got an idea. Don't tell your mother, she'll just get in the way again. It's my parents. They're always passively aggressively fighting with each other, but they do it through me, like I'm just a pawn in their game. Grace sits down beside her. Pawn, huh? Well, I play a lot of chess, so if you're just a pawn, all you gotta do is keep fighting. And when you finally make it to the other side, you'll be the queen you always carried inside you. Quinn laughs, wiping away her tears. I'm Quinn. What's your name? Grace. It was really nice to meet you, Quinn. You too, Grace. See you around? Sure hope so. Grace walks off with her book bag, looking back to wave and smile. Quinn waves back. She looks down into the fountain, her reflection warping in the water. Then to the phone, still buzzing with her father's texts. Her mother's voice is still blasting from the tiny speaker. She drops the phone into the fountain, watching it screen until it flickers and dies. Once more, you're catapulted forward, the world blurring until you're high in the branches of the Vanti tree village. Nearby, Quinn sits on a bridge, her legs dangling over the edge, looking out at the infinite sea. Quinn. Your own voice startles you. You look down and see you're in your own body, but somehow not in control of it. Your legs carry you forward until you're sitting on the bridge beside Quinn. Oh, I'm glad it's you. We did it, Quinn. We saved the day. Can you believe it? As a matter of fact, I can. Really? Yeah, because of you, Shams. More than this place, more than everything that's happened to us, it's you that makes me believe in the impossible. Good, because we've still got a long road ahead if we're ever going to get out of here. Not me. What do you mean? Quinn leans against you and gazes at the horizon. Tearing up, her eyes shine like the sea. Everyone fights so hard to have some say in their own life, to have some control over themselves. But in the end, all we really have control over is whether we appreciated what we had. So do you appreciate it? I haven't always, but I do now. Hey, you okay? You tired? Quinn's words grow softer and slower. Her eyelids flutter, barely staying open. Her voice is like a whisper. And when you finally make it to the other side, you'll be the queen you always carried inside you. Quinn goes limp, her head slumped on your shoulder. Quinn, hey, wake up. Quinn? Quinn! Quinn, wake up! Quinn! Quinn, you gotta wake up. Just like that, you're back in the manor. Your vision is fuzzy from tears. Shams, why are you crying? I'm really glad you're here with me right now. Aw, right back at you. Quinn touches your face, brushing away a tear rolling down your cheek, and turns away to explore the room. You look down. In your white-knuckled grip dangles the mermaid idol. Five of 12. Be cautious on your way out of here, miss. Mind every step. Click. A pressure plate sinks beneath Craig's foot. What was that? Oops. Again. Damn it, Craig. Pitch black smoke begins to pour through vents in the floor. Don't breathe that, mes amis. The cloud emerges through the doorway, causing the tattered curtain to billow outward. Furniture over the vents? Sean, Craig, help me push down these shelves. On it. Hup. Together, the three of you topple a large bookcase onto the vents, effectively covering them. Furball runs along the edge of the bookcase, sealing it to the floor with ice. Ben, you've bought us some time at least. There's still too much smoke. Everybody out of here, pronto. The entire group begins running through the haze for the exit. Thunk! A series of metal bars slide into place in the doorway, trapping everyone inside. This escape room really means it. Yvonne, this is where you tell us about another way out. Oh, the doors were walled off. Well, that's just peachy, Buccaneer Barbie. The smoke has become so thick you can hardly see one another. Either we get ourselves out or we get the smoke out. Think fast, people. Estella picks up a brass floor lamp. Out of the way, I'm going to ram the door. There's a window near the ceiling. I think I can climb up there. That old cannon in the corner looks like it might still be functional. Self-grace with the cannon. You can try to use it as a battering ram? Come on. No, there's still a cannonball in there. We're gonna blow our way out. Oh boy. Grace pulls out a book of matches and works frantically to strike one up. Aim it at the wall, Shams. I'll try to light the fuse. You brace your back against the cannon and try to shove it into position. That's it. Now cover your ears. Boom! A shower of plaster and bricks bursts from a gaping hole in the wall. The black smoke rapidly drifts out. Craig climbs down, Estella drops the floor lamp, and all of you make your way outside. Now that's how you make an exit. You guys okay? Yep, thanks to Grace. Indeed, such an industrious girl. Huh. I couldn't have done it without you, Shams. Great work, you two. Craig and Zara furtively glanced over to check on each other. Stop staring. Huh? I'm not staring, you're staring. So where are we headed now? La Grotte Bijou, the jeweled cave. Yvonne launches into a run toward the front entrance of the manor. Why is she heading back to the foyer? Why are we following a pirate around? What's the meaning of life? Sure stuff we could sit here and ask questions all day and be none the wiser. Agreed. Let's just get this done. You enter the foyer to find Yvonne digging through an old wardrobe. Nearby, Grace tends to Alistair, who's sitting on the floor with his head in his hands. Try to take it easy for a while, okay? I wouldn't give for a cup of chamomile with lemon. Mrs. Findleridge would always make me a tea and cucumber sandwich. Make me tea and a cucumber sandwich when I was. Shh, just rest. Alistair's totally tripping. Those booby-trapped darts must have really got to him. He's a little delirious right now, but it'll wear off in a bit. Across the foyer, Yvonne kicks a stack of old papers, causing them to whirl lazily about the room. Of course the map isn't here. That would be too easy. A map? What about the one on the wall? No, that is La Huerta. I need the shark tooth map. She sighs, straightens her hat and coat, and walks over to you. It seems I'll need to scout around for the cave's entrance. I know it's somewhere along the shore, but where? I think I saw some caves when we were checking out the island last night. C'est vrai? Ha ha! Show me, mon petit mangouste. Mangouste? I don't even know. Everyone follows Raj and Yvonne outside, except Grace and Alistair. You two gonna be okay in here? Alistair suddenly rises to his feet. Ah! Do you hear that? No. Street buskers, just like every Sunday in Russell Square. An oboe, and an accordion. He begins to sway to music only he seems to be able to hear. Alistair, I think you're... Dance with me. What? Alistair waltzes across the foyer, his arms outstretched, as if holding an invisible partner. Oh, he's so graceful. Do you think I should join him, Shams? You're not the only one feeling love in La Huerta. Some of your friends are feeling a spark too. Certain choices might fan the flames of love between friends. Yes, you should dance with Alistair. 100%. Grace nods and walks tentatively over to Alistair. Dance with me. He takes her in his arms and guides her in a circular pattern across the floor. I don't know how to... Just follow my lead. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Good. I think I'm waltzing. As they dance and twirl, you feel like you can hear the music yourself. His eyes lock with hers, and for several moments they whirl through the room in silence, lost in each other. I've had this dream before. Now that it's real, Oof! Alistair trips on the broken leg of a chair and nearly falls. Oh, careful! He stops dancing and dizzily sets himself down on a bed of grass. Apologies, I'm clearly a bit out of sorts. Just try to rest. Grace kneels beside Alistair and reaches out to smooth his hair out of his face. I've never seen the sight of you. I didn't know you could dance like that. I suppose there are many things I keep hidden. His hand moves to rest on her arm. Do you remember the teacher we had for probability and statistics? Professor Vesker. He points up at an old painting of a cranky-looking nobleman in a frumpy hat. Don't you think? Spitting image. I'm not proud to say it, but I received a B- in that course. I didn't know that. Daydreaming too much. Hoping you might look my way. Alistair. Alistair swallows hard and slowly raises himself up toward Grace. He kisses her, tentatively at first, then deeply and passionately as both of them give in to their feelings. Oops, I think that's my cue to leave. They separate as you head for the door, and on the way out you can't help but give Grace a sly wink. Alistair follows Grace's gaze, noticing you. I'm feeling much better now. Thanks, Shams. He likes us again. All right, good. So he didn't Screw up forever. You catch up with the group beside a half-submerged cave mouth along the shore. The path inside is completely blocked by collapsed rubble. Bah! My treasure is inside this cave, but there is no way in. If I could spit in Malatesta's pox-blighted face right now. Furball leans his head down to look into the water. He suddenly jumps back. Reek! There's some kind of light down there. Glints of rainbow-colored light appear in the depths, seeming to come from somewhere within the cave. Whoa, you guys see that? What is it? The jeweled cave takes its name from thousands of luminous crystals growing along its walls. It has been many years, but I recall it being truly magnifique. Sounds like one hell of a show. Too bad the entrance caved in. If we can see the light through the water, that means there must be an opening down there. Jake grabs a piece of driftwood and gingerly dips it in. Guess there ain't no claw whatevers. Should be safe enough to swim. Any volunteers? I'll go with Jake, obviously. Knew you were gonna pick me. Didn't doubt it for a second. We don't know how long the underwater passage might be. Could be a very long time without air. My record in the Navy was 9 minutes. Pretty sure I can still get close to that. 9 ami. Just enough time for some do-good admiral to reload and aim for your head when it pops back up. I can hold it in for 12 minutes, which is 14. Eh? I can hold my breath for 14 minutes, so you both lose. I'm not sure I can match that. In any case, Shams, you should stay here. It's too dangerous for someone of your delicate constitution. Guess I'll have to leave it to the Guinness World Record crew. Oh, wait, I have something for this. I knew we needed eventually. I found it back at the Celestial. Lila removes her backpack and pulls out a wetsuit and scuba tank. What do you say, princess? In that, you can come with me into the cave. Besides, wouldn't mind seeing you in something skin-tight. Ready. Let's do this. Looks like another diver just showed up. With that tank, you can stay below for an hour if you want to. I do not know what magic you are working with this contraption, but I dare not test it. You may go. Wasn't asking your permission. Jake strips down to his shorts. Shirtless Jake. You ready for this, princess? Think so. He takes your hand. Just hold on to me. Don't let go. The two of you splash into the water and begin swimming downward. At one side of the submerged rubble, you find a gap allowing entrance to the cave. I'm going to hold on to his hand. You drift beside Jake, your fingers intertwined. He looks back at you and smiles. The two of you continue on through a winding tunnel. Rainbow hues shine into the water from somewhere ahead. After a couple of minutes, the tunnel widens. The water becomes noticeably warmer, and you reach a new surface, discovering a kaleidoscopic display of shimmering, colorful crystals greets you as you take in the vast cavern. You stand in a shallow lake. A short distance away is a small island where a chest sits. Oh, wow. You ain't kidding. As you paddle toward the island, you feel a jet of warm bubbles against your leg. What? This place is a giant jacuzzi. What kind of Niagara Falls honeymoon suite did we just fall in? Did you just swim into? You slip off your scuba mask, and the two of you stop to enjoy the warm jets. It must be a natural hot spring. This feels amazing. No argument here. Jake closes his eyes. His wet hair drips onto his shoulders, causing rivulets of water to run down his lean, muscular body. You just gonna stare at me all day? Not that I mind. I kiss him. As you approach, Jake can't help but grin. Come here, you. You feel his arms slide around your torso in the warm water. There's barely time to inhale before your lips are inexorably drawn together. After a long, rapturous kiss, you separate and gaze into each other's eyes. Do you want to start dating, Jake? Yes. Yes, I do. The chest on the island catches your attention. You beckon Jake, and the two of you head toward it. You find the lid firmly held in place by a lock. Figures. Jake swims to a deeper part of the lake. Waves of reflected light dance across the bottom in myriad colors. It's beautiful over here. Come check it out with me. You bet. You dive down to meet Jake, and the two of you come together in the depths. Aww. He is also pretty. I'm gonna make him chase me. Your suit allows you to glide through the water with ease, avoiding Jake. He grins and gives chase. The two of you swim even deeper. A flare of light erupts from nearby. You notice that a cluster of starfish are glowing due to proximity with you and Jake. As you pass along the bottom, more and more of the little stars light up, each one a different color. You and Jake peer in wonder at the vibrant tapestry they make in the depths. Finally, you return to the surface for air. That was amazing. Yeah. You know, without you around, stuff like that, I don't even notice it. Whatever happens after this, I'm glad we got brought together on this trip. Me too. A ray of sunlight catches your attention, shining in for just a moment from a small crack high up in the cavern wall. You seeing what I'm seeing? Sunlight. Maybe there's a way in for the others. Almost forgot all about the odd squad. Using the crystals as grips, you and Jake climb the wall until you reach the fracture. The wall's crumbling here. I think with a little push, you manage to open a small pathway. You spot the others waiting below. How y'all doing down there? Whoa, I see Shams and Jake. Ah, miss. Thank la mère. I thought you'd crawled into Davy Jones' locker. Come on in. You guys will want to see this. The group makes their way up to the crevice and enters the cave. Damn, son. Yvonne swims out and immediately begins working to pick the chest's lock. Wait, don't you have a key? I thought it was your lockbox. She scowls, unable to spring it open. I lost it, but I do have this. Yvonne pulls out her pistol and promptly blasts a hole in the chest's locking mechanism. Ella? Yvonne pries open the lid. Coins and valuables go flying across the area as she impatiently digs through the chest. Whoa, make it rain! Hey, that's good stuff. Craig and Zara scramble together to get pieces of the treasure before they roll into the water. I'm gonna watch what Yvonne is doing. Yvonne's eyes widen as she lifts a beat-up compass out of the chest. She glances around furtively, pockets a small device, and then addresses the group. Fortune has certainly cursed me, for what I seek is not here either. Malatesta, you thrice-damned bootlicker. She throws up her arms and sits down in a melodramatic show of defeat. So what was that you put in your pocket, then? Pardonnez-moi? My English, you see, it is not always so good. Come on, out with it. She reluctantly pulls out the compass. Let's examine it. 9 of 10. Yvonne snatches it back from you. I merely take my old compass in order to navigate my way to safer shores. The rest of the booty I leave most graciously to all of you. Sure. In any case, a deal's a deal. Let's be rid of this place. Yvonne gets up and marches toward the hidden opening. The rest of you follow. You emerge from the cave into a bracing gust. We can make use of this wind, Amis. To the boat! As you head toward Yvonne's outrigger, Alistair and Grace emerge from the manor and hurry over. Once everyone climbs aboard, Yvonne and Jake guide the craft into the water. Craig leers over the edge at a cluster of writhing fish. Hey, Chloe! Feel hungry down there? Too bad! The waves keep getting bigger as you move across the bay. In the distance, you watch the Vanti village pass by. Elistel. Despite being a prisoner, they really made me feel at home there. You sound like you miss it. Nah. Well, okay, maybe a little. The sky, suddenly darkening since your departure, is suddenly thick with storm clouds. Raindrops begin to rustle against the boat's sail. A peal of thunder comes from overhead. Do you feel that, Shams? There's a distinct charge in the air. As the storm continues to build, you notice a shadow in the depths. Where is it? Ah! By the devil himself! What is that? It's Cetus. He's come back for us. The massive serpentine form moves swiftly toward the large tree the other side of the cove. He's headed right for the village. And that's the end of chapter 5. 2 of 2 clues found. Catalyst idol found. Got one more chapter left in this act, and that's chapter 6, so we will come back and do that. Once again, this is Griffin. You've been watching Endless Summer Book 2, Chapter 5 from the Choices app. There's links down below in the description. Take a moment, look at them. Have a good night.